Now we're good. Thank you.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call to order the City of Livingston Historic Preservation Commission meeting for February 12th, 2021. Do we want to have approval of minutes? I don't think we.
I have no minutes for you. I will have them at the March meeting.
Okay, we'll move approval of minutes to March meeting. I'll move into item 3, public comment. Is there any public comment? Okay, we'll go ahead and move into item number 4, design review. And we've got, let me pull this up. We have application for, let's see, this is for CTA doing business as Cushing Terrell, 121 South Main Street, Livingston, replacement of the CTA metal sign above the front door of the office at 121 South Main Street with new blue and teal sign with Cushing Terrell. Our name changed November 2019. Want to update signage to our new logo as shown on the next page. I assume everyone has the information in front of them or has had an opportunity to see it.
Yeah,
I've looked at it. I've reviewed it. It's, yeah. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
The signage material is looks like it's a carved urethane sign with an MDO backing with recessed carved elements and then custom painted. The only question I had, it looks like the go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, no, that's okay. It looks like the sign is actually just a little bit smaller than the existing sign. And, as far as I'm concerned, I don't see any issues whatsoever with the signage.
Does Lori being the
comments or questions?
Yeah, or Lori's here representing Cushman Terrell. Maybe she has something to say.
Hopefully you can hear me. No, we're just gonna try to swap that out as quick as I can. I may need to put a small border around it in the same color as the building because I would like to reuse the same mounting brackets rather than having to repair the stucco to try to keep it clean. Not sure if that's going to be an option or not, but looking at that. And it would just add like, I don't know, maybe a couple inches around it with a cream color material.
No, I'm in favor of that, using the same mounting materials and devices, trying to save as much mounting material as possible or damage to the facade. Even though the facade is not really the original facade, it is the existing facade.
This basically just continues what's already there. I mean, you're changing your name, so you're changing your sign. I mean, it seems like it's an easy one.
Yay.
And it's a corporate sign, so we usually let corporate signs. We always let corporate signs exist in their form because that's the corporate sign.
It's sort of a maintenance of an existing condition, and
Jack, you look very intent.
I have no problems at all. I'd like to move that we accept the design review application as presented.
I'll second that.
Okay, the motion's been made, motion's been made and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Nope. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
oh,
Aye.
Aye. Are you guys hearing me?
Yeah.
ask for opposition. You won't get any.
Can you guys hear me? Okay. All those opposed, the same? Okay, motion
Thank
passes.
you, Lori.
Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it so much.
Thanks for coming,
Thank you.
Lori.
We're on. What'd you say?
Good day.
Oh, I was just asking Lori, it seems like I'm on a delay, but I was asking Lori if it's Cushing Terrell or Cushing Terrell.
Well, it's supposed to be Cushing Carol, and I always tell people just rhyme it with Carol and you'll get it. So
So
Okay.
those
All right, thank you.
those two are the original, that is CT, right?
Right.
Of CTA, and they just, I'm always happy to see a sort of a three-letter name, which sounds kind of generic, sort of go back to people, even though I doubt if those two are still alive, are they?
They are not, but you know, it was founded by those two when they were on a
Yeah.
fly fishing trip in Montana, and that's why we're based in Montana. So pretty cool.
Yeah. I just don't love three-letter architectural firm names. Anyway,
Well, you know, designers and engineers.
there's just too many of them, and they get confusing.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, Montana
Okay, well, thank you.
Preservation Alliance, which was MPA, is now Preserve Montana because they wanted to update and have a new logo and all that. So that fits with what you're saying, Tom. No
Yeah.
three letters.
Yeah. I mean, it just all becomes kind of generic alphabet soup.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, thank you,
Okay,
Lori.
I'm gonna go, gentlemen.
appreciate
Thanks
it.
again. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Lori.
Bye, Laurie.
Okay. So there's no other design review items. Do we want to jump to new business? Or we go into old business? Is there any old business we want to discuss?
I think we had some discussion about something that we've talked about in the past, and that's Jessie Nunn. The last meeting, I said I'd try to contact her and find out what her ambitions were, and I've had a difficult time doing that. Her voicemail box is full all the time when I call her phone, and I've sent her 2 emails and she doesn't respond. I finally was able to leave a message on her cell phone yesterday. I still haven't heard from her, so I don't know what to do about it. I'd like to put it on the next agenda, I guess, rather than take a lot of time today on Matthew's day off. I think we originally hired her back in 2015, and she did a lot of work in 16 and 17, a little bit in 18. I think she only did one property in 2019, and I don't know that she did anything in 2020. I guess I don't recall getting anything from her. I'd have to do some more research on that. But I think we need to find out what we want to do about her. Back in September of 2019, she came before the commission, and then she gave us a quite extensive agenda of what she hoped to accomplish up through 2024 when she was going to wind up the project, but she hasn't done anything. So I don't know what to do about her. I remember Jim saying that we had paid her for all the research she did, so that's probably our property. I don't know how to get the gal off dead center. I don't know if she's lost interest or what. I can't get hold of her.
She's still here.
I'm thinking that when I come back, I'll just go and knock on her door someday, and if I haven't heard from her by then. But I think we need to investigate a little bit further on whose property that research she's done, because I'm sure she's got a ton of data over there on all the properties downtown. Just hasn't written anything up on them.
I think that's an excellent idea. Maybe we should
Is
have a
this something
special
that,
meeting and all of us go to her door and knock on it.
Safety in numbers, huh?
Yes.
Well, what do you think? She has a gun or something?
Well, maybe the option is, or if we can't get in touch with her over, within the next month, that and Matthew, you tell me if this is correct or not, but we reach out through you, maybe through a letter asking, that we need to contact her, because she does great work, but we've been sitting on our hands for a while here, and my opinion is we probably need to look elsewhere to continue the surveying if she's not going to finish it up or even answer a letter from Matthew that that we can discuss next month.
And Matthew, the money for her, does that come from a state grant? Is that, so maybe some input, if we don't hear from her, a letter from the state stating our concern. Because they're the funding source and we need to justify the expense of paying her. If we're not getting anything till 2024, when it ends, I mean, I think we need to have some type of recourse so we don't look like we're holding the bag.
Yeah, let's give her until the March meeting, and then we'll discuss potential options at that meeting. And
Has she been paid in advance?
No,
I honestly have no idea. I know she was part of it was listed on one of the CLG grant cycles several years ago, and I don't know what.
Sort of the status of
or not.
whether we owe her something or she owes us something is
Mhm.
probably should be part of the, whatever we discuss next time, at least find out the status of the money.
Yeah, if I remember right, we pay her when she completes a project and it should be, we don't owe her anything. She doesn't owe us anything right now other than more
She's
work.
got some work that maybe we want and
Exactly.
hasn't been either, maybe it's been done, but it hasn't been paid for. Okay, cool. If there was a balance due either way, it would be,
No, I don't think
germane.
the balance due either way, no.
okay.
by the way, Tom, just a aside under old business, your facade on Second Street is fabulous. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for doing such an excellent job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I second that.
Yeah, I've got
Okay,
one.
is there,
Just about done. We just got to do that little soffit under that entryway, and that got put off by the cold weather this week.
A question, are you going to stain the wooded doors or leave them natural?
I'm going to leave them natural.
Okay,
They're sealed now. They're finished now.
okay.
I got one correction on the agenda, Matthew, down on the line. You've got the next meeting of the Historic Preservation Commission will be held at 9 a.m. on Tuesday, February 12th via Zoom. And that should be Friday, but that's,
Housekeeping.
okay. Any other old business? Okay, let's move into new business. And as I was looking at this, I realized, Matthew, was I supposed to wait and go through the Cushion Terrell application in new business or through the design review section?
The way we did it is fine, especially
Okay.
because Lori was here. It was good to get their item done first, so she didn't have to
Okay.
hang out.
But moving forward, are all of the design review items going to be approved in new business? Is that how we want to do
No,
that?
we'll do it in design review. That's just me throwing together an agenda in a minor panic at the time.
Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so then we'll move into new business. To approve or deny the 2021 certified local government grant application. That's you, Matthew.
Yeah, basically not any particular changes from last year. The grant match is $6,000 and it covers our historic preservation officer salary, which at this point is me. So basically it's a match for part of my salary. Other than that, there isn't anything else in there. It's all very simple. The state requires that we hold a meeting and that the chair sign the documents before we submit it. And it is due today, which I didn't realize until Tuesday, and I didn't realize we had to have a meeting. So thank you all for having a meeting on a Friday morning with 2 days notice.
I'm glad you put the 21-22 schedule because that'll keep us all apprised of when various things are due in the future. Ron, I guess got one question for Matthew, if that's okay. Basically, our match has a lot to do with travel and meals, and of course us, which is a legitimate thing. I know we've done that before, but in the past, the match for travel and meals was because they had a CLG meeting somewhere in Montana, and we would, and I know I went years ago to a couple of those representing Jim. I'm not sure if they do those anymore, but I guess that's still a line item that's acceptable to them.
It is. So I think those are all listed basically as city, but they will count it as sort of our expenses towards historic preservation. If there is a conference, and who knows with COVID, nothing's been announced right now, I will probably attend that conference. Someone is required to go to that conference to maintain our historic preservation status. So it will likely be an expense for us if it actually happens. If it doesn't happen, I assume the state sort of just, well, it's such a small portion of our expenses, and we're so far over the match number that I think the state probably isn't too concerned. We're like $20,000 over that match number. So yeah, the state shouldn't have any issues with that. And I am hoping there's a conference that we can go to this year.
Yeah, if there is, I'd like to go too, because you get to meet all the other CLG members throughout the state, and it's we'll all be masked some still by whenever we go, but well, at least we'll see what their eyes look like.
I will certainly let you all know when I find out if and when and where that is happening.
So do we need to approve? We have to, yeah, we do have to approve, deny that. So I move that we approve the application.
Okay, so do we have a motion?
Oh, I'm going to make a motion to approve the application for the certified local government grant. And I'll just make a motion to accept that.
I'll second
Okay,
it.
so the motion's been made. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, motion's been made. Okay, motion's been made and seconded to approve the certified loan government grant application for 2021. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. All those opposed, the same. Motion passes. Okay, thank you, Matthew. Anything as far as staff update?
No particular staff update. This is due today. So Ron, if you could sign that page in whatever form you can and send it back to me digitally, I will submit this application. As soon as we get that, I have all the other signatures. So other than that, on the staff side of things, still working through the growth policy. Those meetings are happening first and third Wednesday at 5:30 if anyone ever wants to attend those. I think I've seen a couple of you in a few of those meetings. And we are starting a housing plan that's being managed by HRDC. And we are also starting a trails and active transportation plan. So that's what's going on our end, but nothing specific to historic preservation at this point. I will give you an update. I talked to Jennifer Magic. Her plan is to attend the March 9th meeting, and I can give you a quick update about what we talked about with her in probably early next week.
Okay.
If HRDC is doing it, I hope there's no plans to move any more man camps into Livingston, Montana.
I haven't, our side of things hasn't started, so I'm not sure what the suggestions out of that plan will be.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, go up to the north side and you'll see the small little man camp things that were brought over from North Dakota and are now housing units. And I know that it's affordable housing, hopefully, or affordable rentals, but I don't think they really work in a built environment.
I've seen them.
Where are those things, Bob?
If you go up on the north, if you're going up, I'm not sure, I can't remember what, oh yeah, if you go up, if you get up to Montana Street, just follow and then go up to the top. I can't remember if that's Reservoir. Up by the reservoirs on the North Hill.
Okay.
Reservoir and Main Street, I think, isn't it?
You can't get on, yeah, right, yeah, that's where they are, but Main Street doesn't go up the hill. You have to go up on another route.
Oh, but I mean, that's where they're located, at Reservoir and Main Street, I think.
Right, I think you're right.
Might go take a look. Anyway,
Other side of it.
that's off the subject.
Okay. All right, well,
Hey,
thank you for
Matthew,
the
have
staff
the rest of
update.
your day off and enjoy.
Thank you. And stay warm out there and enjoy the long weekend.
All right, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion's been made and second, or is there a second?
Yeah, I'll second. Yeah,
Motion,
whoever.
motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the same. Motion to adjourn at 9:26 on Friday the 12th. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank
Matthew,
you.
I'll get that over to you. Yep, Matthew, I'll get that over to you right away.
Perfect.
Enjoy
Thank you.
Jackson.
See you
Thanks,
later.
guys. All right. All righty. Bye.